Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. The last story time, I got a lot of comments about that. I got a lot of phone calls. I heard talking about it. Everybody was feeling the last story time. So I decided that I'll be doing story time more often. And if you can't already tell by this title, shit got the fuck real this day. This was when I was 17, so yeah, let's get into it. So this happened years ago when I was younger, teenage years. I was messing with some boy. Our relationship was very, very, very toxic. Just like any other relationship that I've been in, like it seemed like every relationship, not every single last one, but most of my relationships, it was always girl drama. Like bitches did not like me. Like the niggas that I was messing with, their ex-girlfriends, the bitches they used to fuck, like none of these girls liked me. I never did nothing to these hoes. I don't know none of these hoes. God, let's just say a prayer. God, thank you so much that I have no baby by these fuck boys. Amen. Back to the story. So this happened when I was about 17 years old. I was friends with some girl. This is why you shouldn't become friends with people off of internet. This is when MySpace basically was lit. So I was friends with some girl, and she basically invited me to hang with her one day. And I go to hang with her, and the place that she's hanging at is at my ex-boyfriend's house. So I was uncomfortable from being there because we wasn't together, and he had just had a baby on me, so we wasn't in a good spot at all. So she told me where to meet her. I noticed that it's his house, and I'm just like uncomfortable, but he wasn't there, so it wasn't really no big deal. And he had a sister, and she was cool. I really liked her, so it was cool. Child, in the middle of us being there, probably was there for like 30, 45 minutes to an hour. I don't really remember. But in the middle of us being there, the baby mom walks in with the child. I was just like, please girl, please don't start with me. Why am I here, Lord God? Why am I the fuck here? Like seriously, that's the only thing that went through my mind. Like, why am I here? Why? So she doesn't say anything to me or whatever. So we walk to the store, because I'm just like, I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to be here, to the girl. So we walk to the store. I don't know if I'm telling this whole story correctly, but I'm pretty sure this is the correct story. But anyway, we walk to the store and we see him, run into him. And he's a disrespectful type of, he was very disrespectful. So he just like, why the fuck you around here? Why you in my hood? Blah, blah, blah. Just being real extra and dramatic for no reason. And then we walking back towards his house, and he's following me. Like, he's making the biggest scene, you guys. Like, it's so crazy, yelling at the top of his lungs. And when I say I used to be so shy and quiet, like, it was no reason for him to be treating me the way that he was treating me, and embarrassing me and himself the way that he was. So then we get like, so the story, to get back home, I would have to, from the store, I would have to walk by his house no matter what. So we walking back or whatever, and then like for some reason they were outside or something. So I'm walking back towards, so at this point, from him embarrassing me, I just want to go home. So I'm walking back towards the house, and his sister and like the baby mom is outside for some reason. I don't remember. But he starts calling the baby mom, calling her name or whatever, and he like, fuck her up, fuck her up. So I'm just like, is this nigga serious right now? Like, what is wrong? What is wrong with these niggas? This is like, I have had so many bad experiences. This is why Storytime is about to be like my shit, because y'all, I have so many stories. I could write a fucking book. Anyway, he like, fuck her up, fuck her up. And at first she was like, she was just acting like she ain't want to do it or whatever like that. Child, so I start walking. So me and the girl like, well, Lakira, let's just walk, let's just go home, because she just like, it's about to escalate into something like I don't want to be a part of. It's just petty as fuck, basically. And it's not really petty, because the girl used to text me, write me. She was just used to comment on my pictures. Like, she was doing the most. I have never went to her page and did all that extra stuff. I didn't really understand where she was coming from, but I do now that I'm older. He was lying because obviously he was lying. He had a baby by her, so like, come on. Anyway, she ends up hitting me, like grabbing my hair from the back because we was about to walk to the bus stop because I need to go the fuck home. First of all, I'm all the way across town. I live all the way over here. He lived all the way over there. It's like a 45-minute, 50-minute drive from my house, first of all. And catching the bus is like 2 hours or an hour and 45 minutes. So it was just like, I don't want to get put in this type of situation where I don't have none of my friends, family, nobody around. You know what I mean? So she grabs my hair from the back, pow, and just start hitting me. We end up start fighting or whatever. Then this nigga jumps in the fucking fight. This is all I remember from this fight, and I remember this so vaguely right now, like I could feel it right now. This shit not funny. This shit is not funny. It's not funny. Anyway, so she grabbed my hair or whatever, and I don't know if I had her hair or whatever, but we just swinging at each other or whatever. And then he jumps in and he grabs like my hand. The hand that I was swinging with, he grabs it. And when I say he uppercutted the shit out of me, y'all, he uppercutted the shit out of me like, wow. I swear to God. You know how like when you drown in, well not when you drown, when you about to drown or you get like water up your nose or whatever and it burns like real bad, that's exactly how that hit. That's exactly how it felt. Like out of me and her fighting, she didn't do nothing to me but pull my hair a lot. But when I say his uppercut to my fucking face was like deadly, thank God he didn't break my fucking nose. Like, that shit was crazy. Anyway, we end up stop fighting. I don't remember how we stopped fighting. It was a lot. It was like 6 people out there, I feel like, and I don't know how this nigga jumped in and got hits off on me. You know what I mean? Just like people just really stand around, and I'm thinking about it now. Like I see it now. People just stand around, watch people get hurt and stuff like that. Like he could have killed me, and y'all motherfuckers just standing there and shit. But look, that's the past. I don't got time for that. Anyway, so after the situation happened, I called my mom and my dad, and I'm just like, I was just fighting such and such. Baby mom just put her hands on me, and he hit me too. They basically just jumped me. So if you know me, then you know me and my mom is like this. If I ever need somebody to go handle anything with me, it's my mother. Okay, like we be with the shit. If you really want to take it there, we can take it there. That's basically how it is. When I just told y'all that we live like 50 minutes away. My parents got to me within 25 minutes. No fucking lie. They got to me within 25 minutes. Then they get there or whatever. So I'm just like, I don't even care about the bitch, because I really feel like if he wasn't there, she wouldn't have hit me, because I've seen her other times by myself when she was with somebody and she didn't try anything like that or said anything to me. So I was just like, I'm not really mad at her. Like, I really don't care about you. I never did and never will. So like, where's he at? We need to go find him. I wanted my dad to be his ass. Like, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I wanted every man in my fucking family to be his ass. And I'm not lying. Like, I went through so much. That's another whole story time for this guy that I'm talking about right here. It's just a whole different story time. That nigga fucked up my entire life. Like, that's probably why I got issues today, because of this nigga. Like, no lie. Anyway, I'm telling them, like, I don't really care about her. I want somebody to fuck him up. Like, I want blood, basically. I'm sorry, but that's just how I felt. When a man put their hands on y'all, that shit is not nothing to play with. And I've been through it in 2 relationships. It's just nothing to fucking play with. So we out there and we looking for him, and he's nowhere to be found. The baby mom, of course, is to be found, and she was just yapping off of the mouth. And I'm just looking at her like, I seen you by myself before, so I don't know why you so hype. I think she was just hype because we was just fighting and whatever. But when I say my mom was not having her mouth, my mom was just like going right back with it, like little. They was just arguing back and forth, and I'm just like, I don't care about this girl. Fuck her. For real, like, I'm all at him. Like, he's the problem. Fuck her. She's irrelevant. Like, anyway, we never could find him or whatever. And, yeah. Was that my first fight? I think that was my first, like, real fight. It was. That was my first real fight. And that shit was nutty. That shit was so nutty. Like, my first fight, I'm fighting a nigga and a girl. Like, come on. First of all, it's just not me. Like, I was just not that type of little girl. Like, I just didn't understand why all the drama had to come to me. Like, why the fuck did y'all have to hate me? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. These niggas be wanting me, and then my dumb ass be falling for the stupid ass shit. Like, I just can't, y'all. But comment down below and tell me your first time fighting. I think this was my first time fighting, and it was so petty and so much drama. And let me know a time if you ever got jumped too. Comment down below and let me know. And tell me how you feel. Like, if you ran into these people today, how would you feel? If I ran into him today, I wouldn't speak. I wouldn't speak to him. This is going to be for if I seen him or her. I wouldn't speak to neither one. I don't care to. The shit was nutty. Yeah, I don't really care to ever see them, speak to them, come across them on social media. Nothing at all. That shit was nutty. I still remember it like yesterday. Like, no. I don't forget shit at all. But hopefully their life is blessed, basically. That's all I wish. Just positivity to everybody, okay? Anywho, that's the end of this story time, you guys. Yeah, I'll try and have a story time at least every couple weeks or so. I don't know if I want to be sharing all these personal stories that nobody don't really know if you don't really know me, so I'm still getting the hang of all that. But yes, I'll catch you on my next video. Bye!